You know antivirus, you know anti-spam. These are technologies on which billions are spent each year to ensure the safety and security of the users, customers, and data they protect. But now consider something new, anti-evasion. This new field, like antivirus and anti-spam, is as important and threatening to network security, perhaps even more. So at first, when our engineers made the discovery, they thought it was an interesting thing. They thought that it was interesting that by abandoning some of the rules by which packets are created and being able to craft your own custom packet, that you can take an attack, any attack you want, put it in this evasion technique, and send it right through any IPS or any firewall using deep inspection. Now, what's very interesting about this is that we are probably not the only ones who discovered this. The technology for this is well within the means of any well-motivated criminal organization, and it could explain some of the mysterious security breaches that have occurred over the course of the last several years. Knowing what we have discovered, it is highly probable that the vast majority of computer networks are vulnerable to this new type of threat. Credit card numbers, bank accounts, anything of that nature is now all potentially vulnerable again. Anyone could be a victim. You could be a victim now. 90% of security devices today provide very, very good protection against known evasions. An evasion is just a delivery mechanism. It can be thought of as a stealth submarine or a stealth fighter. By itself, it's harmless, but when you put something in it, it's really, really bad. It's a way of getting an attack into a network. However, what StoneSoft has discovered is a new type of evasion technique called advanced evasion techniques. Now, these advanced evasion techniques do not behave according to any of the standard rules that we are all accustomed to in the security industry. In the hands of a very creative person with the right tools, the number of attacks that could be generated using advanced evasion techniques is virtually limitless. We estimate that it is 2 to the n possible attacks. Right now, the number n stands at 10, so that's 2 to the 10th power of attacks. Get out your calculator, do the math. That is a lot of different ways to try to sneak an attack into a network. But that number is growing every day, and as I said, in the hands of the right person, that number could be virtually infinite. So, can we strike back? The answer is a resounding yes, but it's going to require a change in thinking. A dynamic world needs a dynamic security solution. So advanced evasion techniques at this point have certainly made the world a lot more dynamic. So we need something that is more automated and, most importantly, centrally managed. Real central management. Can you update your entire infrastructure from anywhere in the world at a moment's notice? So in the future, you want to ask yourself the question, is my solution anti-evasion ready? One thing you have to keep in mind is that to address a threat like this, that is as dynamic as it is, it requires that you have actual real agility. You can join the force with StoneSoft. We have a great deal of information amassed, and we are working heavily to continue researching them and what the future of anti-evasion techniques is going to be. We are also working with many other research organizations already to get their input and information on what we should do and what the rest of the industry should do going forward. We believe in responsible disclosure. Anything that we find, any new novel way to penetrate a network, we're going to share with the security community as a whole. Also consider that StoneSoft has a line of anti-evasion ready appliances to address this threat. If you would like to know more or join the anti-evasion force, go to www.antievasion.com. Thank you very much for your attention today, and I'm Matthew McKinley.